Hey everyone, I'm bringing up another question here for Ninjago, like later on and all that stuff. I'm just kind of bringing up a question here to think about what could come for Ninjago's future. I'm bringing up Samukai, and I've been thinking about this actually for quite a while now. Because Samukai, he has barely actually been in the series of Ninjago itself. He's only appeared in 4 episodes. I think that's it. I do know he was in the first 2 pilot episodes, of course, and then he was in 19 in the past. So they had, when I went back in time, they had Samukai back again. And then in episode 22, we saw him in the flashback with Zane's father here. So this is the image here from his flashback. It's the newest image we have of Samukai. The newest scene we have with Samukai in it. So my question is, can we ever even see Samukai again? Now, there is one way we can see him again in the show, is if they show another flashback, which it seems like they could place in some big things in the past with Samukai, or Samukai can have an effect on what's actually happening at that part. So it seems like if we see him again, we'll most likely be seeing more of, he seems like he'll have more of a role from in the past. So, I mean, his role would have been back then. He would have had a bigger role then. Because at the moment we do know that he is apparently gone or dead. He was apparently destroyed from the golden weapons in the pilot episodes. So that was a long time ago now. The first ever episodes ever aired, he was destroyed. So he's not actually been present and brand new in the show back at all since then. He's been gone. I mean, that's what everyone thinks. But Ninjago likes to bring characters back that apparently seemed gone. Like this story with Samukai and Zane's father. We thought Zane's father was gone. And he came back. I mean, we saw Zane's father literally die. And he ended up having... Samukai ended up bringing him back. So it's not like we expected that or anything. In Pythor, we thought Pythor was gone. Pythor was eventually came back in episode 30. But yet again, you can almost expect him still to be like normal-ish because Sensei Wu did come out of the Great Devourer, so there was always a little hope for that. But there's another character that Lego has brought back from basically being destroyed, or at least it looked like he was destroyed. The Overlord. The Overlord looked like he was destroyed from Lloyd. I mean, that's what everyone thought. That he was destroyed. I mean, he came back and rebooted. It apparently showed that he couldn't be destroyed. Or something like that. His spirit infected the Borg industries, the hard drive. It infected the systems, and he took over. So, Lego, the writers have always found ways to bring characters back. They've always found ways to bring them back in. So my question can be then, could they ever find a way to bring Samukai back in? Samukai has not actually had huge roles in the show. Besides the pilot episodes, he was barely in the show. He was barely in it. And I really, really want to see more of Samukai. He was a really, really cool villain. And, it kind of sucked to see him go only within 2 episodes. So, I mean, and we've only seen him once and talk more in episode 19 when they went back in time. So, I mean, we've only seen him in just a few episodes only, and it kind of sucks. But, the creators and the writers have always found ways to bring characters back that seemed like they couldn't even come back, or we never expect them to come back. So, I mean, they seem to bring characters that seem dead, they're completely gone, back. Like Zane. I actually totally forgot about I'm more thinking about Zane. We thought, he died in battle to defeat the Overlord again, rebooted. But at the end of the episode, he had somehow survived. I don't even know how he survived that still. It's not officially really clear on how he did that still. He rebuilt himself, but how? I don't know if they'll ever explain that, but they always seem to bring characters back that seem they're just completely gone. So I know we saw him disintegrated. Basically, I mean, he poofed away. I mean, we didn't, from the golden weapons. But is he really gone or not? Or could he be recreated? You never know what they'll do for the future of Ninjago episodes, since it seems Ninjago is not going anywhere anytime soon, which means we'll probably have many more seasons of this show. So I'm getting a feeling we're going to see lots more crazy stuff happen, lots of returning characters from the past seasons. I feel like Ninjago's seasons are just going to get more and more interesting with the story. I feel like the story is just going to get more and more deeper and more, it just bigger. The whole story all together with the characters and Ninjago's story itself. I feel like it's going to get so much greater over the episodes and seasons here. So I feel like there's going to be returning characters and all that stuff. So I know I've talked a while here, but altogether, they can do anything with Ninjago. They've already done crazy things. Realms. They've brought people back to life already from apparently being dead. They've gone to space. They have done tons of crazy stuff for Ninjago. So it seems like they can the writers basically do what they want, and they write the show how they want it. So, yeah. So, what do you guys think? I feel like if Samukai was able to come back, if we could ever see him again, I feel like we easily could. If the writers actually feel like that we could or would want to see him again. If they ever felt that if they ever wanted to see him come back and see some more Samukai, they could literally just write it in. They'd probably find a way. They always seem to do that. So, I feel like sometime in the future we will end up seeing Samukai again. Either in a flashback or coming back somehow. But I just feel like we haven't seen the last of Samukai. Because I just don't feel like it. People joining into Ninjago now, they can watch back on the episodes that aired a few years ago. But if they're joining in now and they're seeing the episodes their first episodes they're watching, or the newer ones now, they're not even going to know who Samukai was and all that stuff, So I don't know. Maybe they'll bring some characters back. I hope we see Samukai again. He's really, really cool. So, all together, guys, what do you think? Do you think we'll ever see Samukai again in the Ninjago series?